Race 8, the Hutcheson Stakes, 7 3-year-old males sprinting 6 furlongs on the dirt. I think it'll be 6 because the 7 horse, Certain, number 1, he's a maiden. Number 2, he's cross-entered in a turf mile maiden special weight on Gulfstream Friday, March 17th. So if you're listening to this after the fact, you probably know if he's going to end up scratching out of it, end up running there. But Super Chow is the big focus here. Even money favorite, the 3 horse. I singled. You were talking off air that you thought this was a logical single as well. I know that you used him. You didn't single, but talk to me about Super Chow, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, look, the horse just missed in the grade 3 swale last time out. Now drops down into the overnight stakes company. Won 3 straight of these races. 1 at Keeneland, 1 at Tampa, 1 at Gulfstream. Was able to go gate to wire, and all 3 of those just missed going gate to wire last time. And the question really is, can anyone press Super Chow? Because if so, then you could start to make a case. All right, maybe we like the 2 coming from a little bit off the pace, maybe the 4 a little bit off the pace. It's all about the 1 here. Look, the 1 went 22.45 last time out over the synthetic. If the 1 can press the 3, this race gets a lot more interesting. If not, Super Chow may just be gone.
Yeah, and I looked at that too with the 1. I thought, wow, that was a really nice effort on the synthetic. And I get why they're coming back to dirt. It's a stakes, 3-year-old season, and you want to give it a shot. But I was looking at the time. I thought, yeah, 22 flat, 45-1 on synthetic. That's burning. Then I looked at Super Chow, and on debut, Super Chow at Gulfstream Park, 21-1, 45 flat. I don't think I'm hoping won't be too much of an issue. But the 1 is a little bit of an interesting outlier there. Diamond Cool. I always respect what Biancone and Jose Ortiz do together. Biancone tends to sneak up and get, really bomb things out here. I would like Diamond Cool a lot better if the horse had a different running style. If this was a horse that liked to sit off even just a little bit. I don't want a horse coming from too far off, but just a little bit. It seems like this is more of a press the lead and probably fade after trying to chase Super Chow around here. All right, so I'm singling the 3. You're using the 3, but you're also using another horse.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at the 2 and the 4, and both of them have a similar style to what Super Chow wants to do and just not nearly as good at it. So for me, those are 2 horses I'm going to try and fade a little bit here. I mean, they're the next 2 prices on the list, and the 1's the 4th choice. So if I think I can get to one of the longer prices here, I'm going to take a little bit of a swing. To me, that's the 6. You better be joking. 8-1 in the morning line for George Weaver. Saez takes them out. I love that Saez picks this one up. Horse broke its maiden and ran a 58 buyer at Aqueduct on November 6, 2022. Haven't seen it since. It's an awfully aggressive place to show up with this horse. It shows that all systems are go here. Weaver 27% off this type of layoff with a $2.26 ROI. Back-to-back-to-back good works, but not bullets, which we know I love because that means the price is going to be a little bit better. And oh, by the way, did you catch who owns the 6?
George Weaver co-owns it, at least, yeah.
Look at that. So the trainer is the one who is overplacing his own horse in a stakes race. Practical jokes to sire. You know me, I love me some practical joke in here as well. So I'm going to go too deep. I'm going to take the 3, who's the logical chalk, but you're most likely winner as well. But I think that's awfully interesting that the 6 even shows up in this spot, owned by the trainer, gets Saez aboard, taking a big time step up. I think that 8-1 will get every bit of it. And if it ends up that this horse goes off at like 3-1, watch out. This one could be absolutely loaded. So give me the 3-6 to start out this pick 5.
I'm glad you said that, Mike. I would agree. Watch the tote. I'll be doing that on this horse as well. The more I think about it, just watch it, see what happens. If there's a lot of steam coming on this, when you have a very deserving heavy chalk in Super Chow, watch out for that one. I might end up dropping a couple of other horses off my ticket in different legs just to try and add them in here. I'm going to call a shot right now. I'm going to call a 3-6-5 straight trifecta. I think that's how this probably comes across. You better be joking. Lots of upside, as you outlined there. Saez picking up the mount is huge. Live His Life is the other Jorge Delgado trainee. He trains Super Chow as well. This is a horse that loves to run third at Gulfstream. 3 of the 5 starts here at this track. I've been finishing third. Also has a win and a second. I think that the 6 furlongs is probably a little too short, but the horse has also been running at a mile. I had actually 3 races on the Gulfstream Park synthetic going 2 turns. Kind of a Johnny Tryhard, shows up with a big effort here. But it'd be interesting because Live His Life is also not trained by the same person as Super Chow. Leah Farms owns both of them. So it was interesting there that the 5 showed up. What happens with the 5, do you think?
That's a big question. I like the way you attack that there too, saying that you like to try. You go back to that race 3 back at Gulfstream going a mile when this horse was able to pass some horses and close a little bit. I like that effort. The fact that we're shortening up here from a mile to 6 furlongs makes we're probably going to be coming from off the pace, which I think is a very good thing in here. We talked about the 1, the 2, and the 4 all have that same pressing style, want to be on the lead, but Super Chow probably faster. If they try and run down Chase Super Chow early or press Super Chow, there's a very likely scenario here where the 1, the 2, and the 4 all back off. The 7 scratched. All of a sudden, you got the 3, the 5, and the 6. That try is going to actually pay pretty well because it's, yes, your favorite on top, but the 5 and the 6 are going to be your longest and second longest shots on the board, assuming the 7 does scratch out. So I like the idea of trying to go after that trifecta that way. The 3-6-5 cold is an interesting one. I'm probably going to be playing some 3-6 cold exacta as well, because I do think the 6 is probably going to be your second best horse in here, assuming that we do get the 2 and the 4 to back up.
It's interesting. Fifth choice on the morning, like 8-1 on the 6. And you and Dr. Tang are still in tournament mode because you both were like 6, 8-1. That's the horse to use, not the chalk at even money.
This is one of those angles that I really like. When you see these horses that are kind of overly placed but owned by that trainer, it just tells you that the horse is going well right now. And that, to me, is a huge positive, especially in this type of field. My biggest concern here is Super Chow is just too good, which is definitely a possibility that Super Chow just runs them off their feet.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track across the country. We're ramping up for the 2023 Kentucky Derby, and we want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to Racing Dudes YouTube channel and click the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.